Brendan here. Big video, hope you're all doing well. Just wanted to go through my settings because I've been meaning to make a video like this. I'm sure I have made a video about this topic on my PC with a specific visibility issue, which I sadly cannot fix on here unless I change my brightness level, which we will be getting into at some point. Although if you've already seen that video, then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, and all of the boys know what I'm talking about. Vibration off. This is in controls. I play at 50% sensitivity, 100% here. But yeah, basically dead zones are at 10, 5, 90, 10, 5, 90. Input threshold for your triggers and aiming, the lowest you can get it. Sensitivity when you're aiming or using normals, I don't go above 120 because there's no fucking compelling reason to, it'll just screw you up. Turret sensitivity, I've lowered that so when I'm on the HMG I can aim it a bit better, and the stationary AA, etc. Tank, keep it at standard. Fortress gun and the field cannon, these things move very slow, so maxing that out, I should say, English, is the better way to turn it at its best potential so that you can get on target quicker without slowing yourself down for no real compelling reason. So this really has no disadvantage, so max these two out, and put uniform soldier aiming on and just use the normal coefficient. But if you want to change that, that's up to you. Gameplay, put your kill log on and its size and visibility at 70%, put it on nearby. Keep this all the same, as you can see. Change your reticles on your sights if you want to, as you can see here. Change the hit colors if you want. Minimap, mine's at 160, background visibility, icon visibility 70, icon size 120. Rotate with view, flight zoom radius, vehicle zoom radius, on foot zoom radius. This will allow you to see more on your minimap. It doesn't change the size of the minimap on the screen, it just expands it, if that makes sense, so that you can see more within 160% of your minimap. So I've increased the size and I'm allowed to see more in that 160%. World icons, I play at 170. So that way if I spot someone, the icon is bigger. Now a lot of people don't like this because it means that your teammates' icons are bigger, but I've offset this by reducing the friendly icon by 25% so that it doesn't affect my ability to see the teammates' icons and my enemies' icons. One is brighter than the other, so I can see enemies just fine, but my teammates don't block me as much. It's not an issue. Gadgets at 50, squad icons and objective icons, you don't need these, put these at 0. If you've got hundreds of thousands of hours on this game, if you don't know where the objectives are, just give up. Just give up. Get off the game, go do something else. At this point, you've already lost. Like, you don't need these on. For years I used to play with these on and I realized I made a massive mistake. Turn these off, don't need them on. They don't make any difference. They don't help you at all. They're just pointless. Put this at 50, put this at 20. Camera shake 30. Turn zoom snap off. You don't need that. If you need it, well then, good luck improving at the game, because that's what's holding you back, because you're basically depending on the game to help you at this point. Music 15. Master, max that out. Logitech for your headset. Don't put both of these on, because if you play as the Germans and you're versing the British, I know one will have an American accent, one will have an English accent, to differentiate between the two. But the problem is that it's still an English language, like you're still hearing the same language. So when you're playing, this can potentially fuck you up if you're trying to listen for enemies and your teammates are also speaking and it's, you know, interacting with the languages together. Well, the same language, but, you know, different accent, I should say. It's interacting together, and it's changing the way you might interpret something. or take in something, so it just fucks you up in that regard. Like obviously yes, American English, British English, there's not much difference, but in saying that, it just might make a difference if you do turn it on, and I don't turn it on. Also, it just ruins the atmosphere on the game. Male, as you can see, I turn my VoIP off because I don't want to listen to people's shit. Microphone volume, 85%, even though I have it off, but if I do decide to turn it on. Video, I changed my brightness. Oh god, I got a croaky for it today. Pardon me. So my brightness is on 60%. My field of view is on 85. I do not change these for the most part. I only change these on really bright maps or really close range maps. So if I'm playing on a map like what's a good map? Monte Grappa or Sinai, I'll typically lower the brightness. But if I'm playing on a brighter map, like, not dark map, sorry, like Zabruga, Passchendaele, Neville Knights or Praise to Her, then I'll typically increase it. But 60, you can normally play on every single map, and you'll be just fine. 85 works on almost every map in the game. But if I'm sniping and I want to see like really long range, I'll typically play at 80, but if I'm playing like Assault with an SMG on a map like Argonne or Fort Vale, I'll typically play at 90. But 85 works for basically every situation. Vehicles play at 95. ADS field of view on, motion blur off, weapon DOF off. Change your colors, put the custom blind mode on, and then put it on custom so you can see the colors. Also, put your squad mate's color at blue and teammate's color at green. Most of the maps in this game have green in the background, so it makes sense that you have your teammates' icons and names blend in, because if you're increasing world icon size and world names and all that shit, you don't want your teammates' names blocking your visibility. So putting a big bright color like blue will fuck up your visibility, as opposed to green, which will just naturally blend into the background. But you still need to be able to see your teammates. But at this point, you should know what friendly soldiers look like. If you play as the French, one of them is a black Senegalese soldier. So if you see that soldier on the battlefield, you go, yep, that's an assault. Or if you play as the British and you see an Indian medic, you know that's the Indian medic. You know that's on your team or the enemy team. If you play as the Americans and you see a soldier with an M1917 helmet, you know that is an American assault. Like, you can just look at a character and go, yep, that's an assault, that's a support, that's a medic, that's a scout. You don't even need to even look at the icons half the time. So whether they're on your team or the enemy team, unless you're new to this game, you'll recognize character uniforms straight away. So that doesn't need to change. So just pay attention to what you see on the screen, pay attention to your minimap, pay attention to gunfire, your surroundings, neutral color, put the whatever you want, any color you want, black, grey, white, I don't care, that's up to you. 9 times out of 10 this will never matter. If it's not one of these colors, then what difference does it make if you put it at neutral, if what other options are there? I mean, there's only squad mates, teammates and enemies, so naturally neutral doesn't really matter. Turn these 4 off. Only use this one if you're the type of person that doesn't get annoyed by the blur on the scope. Me personally, I don't like blur on my scope. I want to be able to see all the time. But if you're a very what's the word? Very niche sniper with a very niche playstyle, and you like to play in a very specific way, I can understand why you want to use this, but I don't use it. Like I said, guys, just controls are purely up to you, but gameplay, you should always use these settings that I just lined out. I'll go through them slowly so you can see it again. Okay, hopefully that's helped. I understand that, everyone's got their own opinion on field of view, brightness, settings, your sensitivity, all that sort of shit. That's fine. But if this helps someone who does need help, and I've had a lot of people message me on my channel, asking me what my settings are, how to find the server and all that sort of stuff. I'll make a video on that as well at some point. Just be sure to edit your settings and do what works for you. Okay, catch us all later. Take it easy. Thanks.